From orchestrating the best pitching trade in baseball, to stealing a premier cleanup hitting catcher from the Yankees, to signing arguably the best closer in the league right now, Craig Breslow has made move after winning move for the Red Sox this year. Is he the mastermind that can pull off a few more tricks and lead us to the Holy Land? Let's find out. Hey Red Sox Nation, welcome back to another edition of Bleacher Bot. I'm B, and today we're here to talk about the smartest man in baseball, Craig Breslow, the chief baseball officer of the Boston Red Sox, who's had a string of successful trades and jackpot signings. Breslow doesn't just know baseball, he's rewriting the GM playbook, while the rest of the league is still learning to spell acquisition. Fuck. Okay, before we dive in, smash that subscribe button, because just like Breslow, we'll guarantee you winning moves here. All right, now let's break down why I think Breslow's the Einstein of MLB. Breslow's offseason was like a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. First, he trades for Garrett Crochet, the lefty ace who's mowing down batters like he owns them.
In there, strike three.
Crochet has turned out to be a bona fide stud and is a legit Cy Young contender. Then, he signs Aroldis Chapman, who has rejuvenated into arguably the best closer in baseball right now. Chapman has been absolutely dominant this season. He's converted 17 out of 18 save opportunities and sports a microscopic ERA and whip.
And down he goes, hacking 1-1 to strike out Dela Cruz.
Who would have thought Chapman could regain this form at age 37? One man, Craig Breslow, when he signed Chapman. Breslow's crown jewel signing of the offseason was undoubtedly Alex Bregman, the third baseman who's got the swagger of a double World Series champion. Bregman has been everything we expected in a Sox uniform and more. His elite bat on offense, his reliable glove on defense, his winning attitude, and his effect on our younger players has been invaluable to the Red Sox.
Swinging a high drive, left field deep, half back it up all the way to the wall. See you later, off the bench, three-run bomb by Bregman.
So, Bregman, Crochet, and Chapman. Three major off-season acquisitions turned into three All-Stars. That's like Breslow hitting for the cycle in a front office playoff series. Breslow also stole Carlos Narvaez from the Yankees in a trade so lopsided it should be investigated by the FBI.
Throw goes back to second, Tone to third, that's the inning. Carlos Narvaez, you should have never let me go, he's saying.
Narvaez is leading the majors in defensive runs saved and is batting cleanup like he's Babe Ruth reincarnated. Breslow also signed Justin Wilson in the offseason.
Did he go? He did.
Another power lefty rocking a .248 ERA with 34 strikeouts in 29 innings.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So the decision to lead Wilson in, a good one.
And then there was the Walker Buehler signing, which was always meant to be a low-risk one-year prove-it deal. Buehler, unfortunately, hasn't really found his pre-surgery form and consistency, but he's given up 3 earned runs or less in his last 3 starts, including his most recent outing against a dangerous Phillies lineup,
And he struck him out.
where he pitched 7 innings while giving up only 1 earned run. And I expect him to get better and more reliable as the season progresses.
Ooh, boy, that one disappeared, and down he goes, hacking.
Remember, he has elite playoff pedigree, and Breslow mainly signed him to be an effective weapon in the postseason. So come October, we might want him on the mound. Totaling this all up, with 5 out of his 6 acquisitions crushing it, looks like Breslow didn't just go shopping this offseason. He raided the talent factory and left with all the prime inventory. And then once the season started, Breslow didn't just sit back and sip chowder. Barely a few days into the season, he locked up Garrett Crochet with a 6-year deal at just over $28 million per year, covering his age 25 to 31 seasons, prime years for an ace. We did a whole video on why this might be the best pitching contract in baseball, especially when you compare it to the overpaid, washed-up veterans other teams are stuck with. Crochet is now 11-4 with a .219 ERA and leads the majors in strikeouts and innings pitched. At $28.3 million annually, Breslow didn't sign Crochet to a contract. He pulled off the heist of the decade.
That one blows him away at 99 again.
And Breslow has doubled down on the youth movement because he's building a dynasty. 2 days after the Crochet deal, he locked up Christian Campbell to an 8-year, team-friendly contract. The jury is out on Campbell, and we hope he can develop into the force that we expect him to be on the diamond. But what all of Red Sox Nation was eagerly anticipating were top prospects Marcelo Mayer and Roman Anthony's major league debuts. Breslow chose the appropriate moments in the first 2 months of the season to call them up and make Fenway their playground. Mayer's defense in the infield is as smooth as a David Ortiz moonshot. And the kid's got the confidence of a seasoned vet. Anthony, the guy's an on-base machine, like he's allergic to outs. He is currently in the midst of a 14-game on-base streak, during which he's batting .353 and getting on base over half the time at an insane .510 clip. Anthony's looking like the real deal, and I'm over here trying not to start a Roman Empire chant in my lab. Together, Anthony and Mayer aren't just the future, they're the now. And Breslow's the one who gave them the keys to the kingdom.
Oh, stings this one. That's back this way. Way back.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the $300 million DH who didn't want to play first base. We've already been through the chain reaction of Devers' shenanigans, right from spring training to John Henry's emergency hostage negotiation meeting with Rafi in Kansas City. The final result? On June 15th, Breslow pulls the trigger on a trade that shook the franchise. Devers to the Giants for Jordan Hicks and 3 minor league prospects. Red Sox Nation lost its mind, calling the return a bag of peanuts and garbage. Memes were flying faster than a Chapman fastball. But hold the phone. This trade is aging better than a fine Italian Barolo. 5 weeks later, the Sox are 17-12 since the trade, while the Giants are 11-18. The Red Sox look reinvigorated, and the team's got a fire we haven't seen since 2018. Cohesive, dynamic, locked in.
Swing and a drive!
Meanwhile, Devers in San Francisco, he's slumping, whining about injuries, and even blew off Giants first base legend Will Clark. Talk about a signature Rafi move. Breslow took his shot as soon as he had the opportunity with the trade, and it's paid off handsomely. Trading a clubhouse cancer for a rejuvenated team with a winning attitude, that's not just bold, it's brilliant. So when we zoom out, it looks like Breslow's running the GM sweepstakes table like a Vegas card shark. Every move, Crochet, Chapman, Bregman, Narvaez, the prospects, even the Devers trade, has been a win. Some are straight-up jackpots.
He smoked at 96 miles an hour.
Others held the team together when we needed it the most. And that Narvaez steal from the Yankees, it's like we sweet-talked them into giving us their money, and they thanked us for it. So, the final question, is Craig Breslow the best general manager in the business right now? What do you think, Red Sox Nation? Is Breslow a genius you trust, or are you still skeptical? Drop a comment. Tell me what you really think. I'd really like to hear from you. From my side, I'm all in on Breslow. Since last year, he's the mastermind that's turning the Red Sox roster into a playoff juggernaut. The guy's batting 1,000 so far, and with the trade deadline looming, I bet he's got a couple more tricks up his sleeve. A number 2 starter, a right-handed bat, maybe another bullpen arm. He's committed to bolstering this team and getting it ready for October. And in my opinion, there isn't a better GM in the game right now. Breslow is number 1, hands down. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. I've given you my reasons. And with that, Red Sox Nation, we've reached the end of this show. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next edition of Bleacher Bot. Until then, stay tuned, stay crazy.